Level 1. The Peewee. You're 11 years old. You live in Pico-Union, 3 blocks off Alvarado. The apartment has 4 people in one bedroom, and a stove that only lights on the third try. Every evening the older guys post up outside the liquor store on 18th and Union. New shoes, new phones, girls who actually look at them. Nobody looks at you. Your dad's been gone since you were 6. Your mom cleans offices downtown. Starting at 4 a.m., a guy named Spooky starts, letting you carry his backpack to the corner store. He never asks for anything. Then one day he does. Walk to the end of the block. Tell him if you see a blue car twice. That's it. You're a human alarm. You stand on the corner after school with a phone that isn't yours, and you watch. One night, a patrol car slows down near the trap house on Bonnie Bray. You text one word, rollers, and hang up before they finish parking. 9 minutes later, the house is empty. Spooky finds you the next day and puts $40 in your hand without a word. Blood in, blood out. That's the only rule anyone bothers explaining to you this early. Nobody tells you what it means yet. You'll learn. $40 a week. Your mom makes $9 an hour. You do the math before you fall asleep. You get new shoes, Air Force Ones, still white in the box. You don't tell your mom where they came from. If the police stop you with that phone, nothing happens. You're a minor. You're a lookout. You're invisible on paper. That's the whole point of you. Spooky tells you if you keep your mouth shut for a year, they'll jump you in. You start counting the days. Level 2. The Soldier. You're 14. The year passed. 9 of them stand in a circle behind the laundromat on 18th. 13 seconds. No weapons. Everybody swings. 1. A fist catches your ear, and the world goes white for a second. 4. Someone's knee finds your ribs. 9. You're still standing. 13. It stops. Somebody pulls you up and hugs you. You're in now. Spooky presses a folded bandana into your hand. You've got a name now. They're calling you Sniper, or Casper, or Rusty. It doesn't matter whichever one lands, is the one that's yours for the rest of your life. Your job changes. You're not watching corners anymore. You're moving product between 2 apartments, 6 blocks apart, tucked in your waistband under a hoodie. You do it twice a day. You start learning who not to make eye contact with. A rival tags over an 18 on the wall outside your building. 3 of you go find him. You don't throw the first punch. You throw the third and fourth. He goes down and stays down, and you all walk away like nothing happened. You're making $150 a week now, cash. Folded. No bank. You buy a chain, fake gold, real weight around your neck. A cop rolls up on you with product in your sock. You spend 2 nights in juvenile hall before your public defender gets you out. Nobody from the clique visits. That's when you learn nobody's coming for you if you're not worth something yet. Your OG tells you, prove you're not worth losing, and this stops happening. Level 3. The Veterano. You're 17. You've been in 3 years without snitching once, not even in juvie. That buys you trust. You start running your own corner instead of somebody else's. Now you collect. Every dealer on your 4 blocks owes a cut upward, and it's your job to make sure it comes in on time. Most weeks it's easy. A nod, a handshake, a folded bill. Some weeks it isn't. A guy 2 blocks over stops paying. You and 2 others walk into his apartment at 11 p.m. You don't say much. You flip his kitchen table over. You watch his hands shake while he counts out what he owes, plus 100 more. He pays every week after that. You're making $600 a week. Your mother thinks you're working at the auto shop your cousin manages. You've never worked a single shift there. You get a car, a 2004 Honda Civic with a cracked windshield. But it's yours, paid in cash, no loan. Your little sister starts asking why you're never home for dinner anymore. You don't have an answer that isn't a lie, so you stop answering. Your OG starts taking you to meetings. You can't repeat to anyone. That's how you know you're close to the next step. Level 4, the shot caller. You're 21. You run your own clique now. 20. Some guys, 4 blocks. One name people say with respect, or fear, depending on which side of it they're on. Your job stops being physical and starts being logistical. You settle disputes between your own soldiers. You decide who gets to sell where. You negotiate with a sure clique 2 neighborhoods over. A soldier under you gets caught skimming, pocketing product instead of turning in full counts. You have him brought to a garage. You don't touch him yourself. You watch. Afterward you tell the others, this is what happens when the count is short. Nobody questions your numbers again. You're clearing $4,000 a week, most of it in a shoebox, because banks ask questions your money can't answer. You move your mother into a 2-bedroom in Southgate. You tell her it's from the shop. She stops asking eventually. Federal agents in an unmarked Charger start showing up outside the corner store. You clock every car that isn't from the neighborhood now. You change your route home 3 times a week. Someone above you says your name came up in a wiretap. That's when you understand you're not just running a corner anymore. You're a name in a file somewhere downtown. Level 5, the OG. You're 27. You oversee 6 cliques now, spread from Pico-Union to Rampart to a satellite crew out in the valley. You haven't stood on a corner in years. Your job is coordination, moving weight from the border contacts down to street level, laundering the returns through 2 car washes and a taco stand your cousin's name is on, and keeping 6 separate shot callers from going to war with each other over territory or pride. A shot caller under you starts freelancing with a supplier outside the family. You call a sit-down. Everyone in the room knows what happens to people who go around you. He apologizes. You accept it in front of everyone. 2 weeks later, he's gone. A letter comes to him through channels a month later, forwarded from a man doing life in Pelican Bay, congratulating you on how it was handled. That's how you find out who's really been watching this whole time. You're moving close to $60,000 a month through the network. Your own cut alone is more than your mother made in her entire working life. You wear clothes that don't look like anything on purpose. No chains anymore. The suit is invisibility now, not status. You haven't slept in the same place 2 nights running in over a year. Your girlfriend doesn't know your real schedule. You've started keeping a second phone that only 3 people have. Word comes down that the Mexican mafia wants their taxes collected properly across every click under your name. Or the whole operation answers to someone above you. You've been waiting for this call since you were 19. Now that it's here, it doesn't feel like power. It feels like a leash with more slack. There's no retirement plan at this level. There never was. You just stopped noticing the walls once they got far enough away. Level 6, the taxman. You're 33. You're the bridge now. The one who moves between the street economy and the prison economy, making sure every click pays its cut up to Liame. Your job is trust in both directions. Street shot callers trust you to protect their peace. The men running things from inside Pelican Bay trust you to deliver what's owed on time. A clique in Boyle Heights falls 3 months behind. You drive out yourself. You don't raise your voice. You tell them what happens to a name that stops paying. How fast a clique that skips its taxes gets erased by its own allies just to send a message. They pay double the next month. You personally handle close to $200,000 a month in tribute passing through your hands before it's split upward and outward. You buy nothing flashy. A house under a name that isn't yours, in a suburb where nobody knows what you do. You miss your sister's wedding. You watch the photos on a phone. You'll wipe by morning. You've missed enough now that missing things doesn't register as loss anymore. An indictment drops 2 counties over, sweeping up 19 names. Yours isn't one of them yet. You know it's a matter of when, not if. Level 7, the man in the car. You're 39. You're inside now, Pelican Bay, indicted on a RICO case, built from 6 years of wiretaps and a cooperating witness. Your job doesn't stop at the gate. You still approve who moves up, who gets disciplined, who gets a pass. Messages go out through visits, through mail written in code, through men being released who carry your instructions in their heads, because nothing gets written down. A young shot caller outside tries to make a move without clearing it through you first. You send word through a visitor. 3 days later, word comes back that it's handled. You don't touch a dollar of the money anymore. You touch the decisions. That's worth more than any figure could measure now. You have everything the 11-year-old on that corner ever wanted. Respect. Fear. A name people still whisper. And you're going to see almost none of it for 18 years. Your mother visits twice a year. She's older every time. You count the visits instead of the years. Somewhere on 18th and Union, an 11-year-old is standing on the same corner you stood on, holding a phone that isn't his, watching for a car that might be blue. He doesn't know yet that he's you. The corner doesn't remember who used to stand on it. It never does.